Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Labor Day special today. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I want to wish you all a happy Labor Day today. So I just decided, hey, let's do a Labor Day show. We're all here. We got a day off. Let's have some fun. I sent out a few links for people to come on the panel, and hopefully I have fixed the audio issue. I want to say hello to the folks in the chat. We've got Neil from Blind Neil, welcome. Ray Kelly, Lon Denard, Tim Holmes, Jody Drone Shots, Ray Kelly, Steve Mack, TJ, Grady, Anubis Arts. Welcome, everybody. So we're doing, it's just an open show. We'll talk about anything drone related that you guys want to talk about. Ed, love my drones. Welcome. Brian B-Mac, welcome to show. RC Funds Diversions, welcome. So I've got my Tyrannus QX7 charging up, and after the show, I'm going to be doing some flying on my Tiny Hawk 2, and I will have a video about that either later today or sometime tomorrow. So how does my audio sound? Is there any lag or is there any echo? Do I sound okay? I did a little bit tweaking on the audio. What I did is I did a little tweaking on the mixer board where I set up the it sounds okay, great. I just tweaked the delay, so hopefully that's taking care of the lag in the audio to video. So so I want to thank Mel from 400 AGL to point me in the right direction to get that fixed, and hopefully, when I do some more of these shows using vMix, everything will be working great. Also, I did a little tweaking on the vMix side. I upped the millisecond delay a little bit there, so hopefully that's going to get everything caught up, and we're not going to have a yes, the audio is coming from the golden EIB microphone. So we didn't do an arts play show because Lloyd was taking the day off, family stuff to do, and plus I was car shopping yesterday. So I got a car. Well, I will have a car tomorrow. Went out, checked out the car. It's a 96 Toyota Camry, and it's got 210,000 miles on it. Newfound Drone Productions, welcome to the show. It runs great. The kid that owned it, I guess his parents bought him his first car. He took great care of it. He replaced a few things on the engine, the alternator, and I think the starter. So I drove it around the block, and it runs great. Body, it's a 20-plus-year-old car. The paint is fading, and it's got some rust spots. So I'm imagining that it came probably from the south or back east where there's a lot of humidity. Mothman 46, welcome to the show. Yes, I've been hearing a lot of good things about Toyotas. They're one of the few remaining car companies that still makes quality vehicles, as Sergeant Rizzo would say from MASH. Yes, Brian, it should. You know what, Brian? I will send you a link to the show. Let me see if I could. All right, I'm sending you the link. Okay, so hopefully that'll work and you could be in there. Oh, you used to work. Oh, yeah. Uh, I've driven Toyota when I rented a car when I was back in Michigan for my 30th high school reunion. And it's a nice car. So, yeah, I should get about another 75,000, maybe 100,000. I've seen some Toyotas for sale that had pretty close to 300,000 miles, which that is pretty darn good. Uh, I would have liked to get like the Toyota crossover SUV. I don't want one of those great big huge SUVs. I'm a little guy and I still got to get in the darn thing. From what I understand, the top three reliable cars are Toyota, Honda, and Subaru. So I looked at all of those. Uh, I had my eye on I think it was an '04 Malibu that had something like 150,000 miles. And I kind of passed on it because the thing about GM cars, after 125,000, 150,000, they start falling apart. They just, I've had three Cavaliers, and after 125,000 miles, they just kind of fell apart. So, oh, and the other nice thing about this Toyota, it's got a V6 engine in it. So it's going to have some get up and go, and I won't have to worry about putting my foot down and watch it go. So, Mothman, you had a Toyota 4x4 with a 22R motor in it. Okay. It had Ohio rust rot. It climbed a tree. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Now he's got a Ridgeline. Awesome, awesome. I was looking at some Nissan Roads. Those are about my speed that I could easily get in to drive around. The one that I was looking at, what was? Oh, it had limp uh, alarm was going on. That means there's something going on, but it'll give you just enough to either get to the a station where you can get fixed or to home. So, oh, so Brian's in the parking lot at TJ Maxx. Okay. So I kind of passed on that. I mean, they're a nice car. I had a Hyundai. I had an Elantra, but the timing belt broke and it wrecked the engine. So I said, "The hell with Hyundais." So I'm staying away. I hear some good things about Kias, but they don't really sell a whole lot of them here in the States. And I just heard that Honda and GM have merged. So sad thing about Honda, their quality is about to go down the dumpers. So too bad on that. So what's everybody flying this weekend? Yesterday I took out the Autel Evo, testing out the zoom feature. Uh, got a video out on my channel if you want to go check it out. Uh, yeah, Ray, the Tucson looks like uh, something I could drive. Probably the Santa Fe might be small enough for me to easily get into. Uh, who makes the Juke? Is that another Nissan? I think that's the Nissan. That's the smallest SUV you get. So, yeah, I took out the Autel Evo, tested out the zoom feature. I mean, and it's okay. I mean, the only problem is you don't get that smooth zoom in and out like you do with the Mavic Air 2, because it just it's real wonky. It just goes from one to the other, and it's like a you know jerk motion. So unless you're already set up with the zoom, then you're okay. You got to like, for example, 2 or 3x. Press on that and then do all your work with that. Then you're okay. Then it's not bad. But what I like about the Mavic Air 2 is that you have that controllability where all you have to do is, the function button that's on the left hand side just above the throttle control. And you press on that, and the gimbal wheel is right below that. You just zoom in and out. But in 4K, you can only go to 2x. But if you go to 1080p, you can go to 4x max on that. David, AZ Drone Dude, welcome to the show. Welcome. Ray Kelly, I saw that video that you did around that Vietnam memorial. That was cool. You need to work on your audio a little bit. Your audio is way down. Figure out how to, if you're going to, you can bump that up in editing by clicking on the video down below, and it'll show you the audio track. If you're using Filmora, you could bump that audio up, and that's what I do sometimes when I see that the volume is, that the audio wave is kind of squished. I could bump that up, and that'll raise it up. So that helps there too. Also, if you want to get really smooth orbit, if you want to do it manually, I mean, it takes a lot of practice. If you're going from left to right, what I do is I have the sticks out slightly, and that gives you a nice smooth orbit. Or you could use point of interest on the Mavic Air 2, press that, and that'll give you a really nice, smooth orbit there. So, just a little bit of advice on how to get a really nice, smooth orbit. Other than that, you got a good video. The other thing you could do is, and I learned this a long time ago, is a lot of when you're first starting out flying a camera drone, you're always got these what I call pregnant pauses, to where you just go and you kind of stop for several seconds. Well, to eliminate those is when you're editing, you cut right at the beginning of that, and as soon as the drone starts moving, just a tiny bit before that, cut again, and then delete that section in the middle, and then bring it back together. You're splicing it. Now it looks like you got a nice, really smooth video. I learned that a long time ago when I was first flying a camera drone with my Phantom 3 Standard. So that's one of the things that I learned. Also, if you're like with the old Mavic Air, you tend to lose signal if you say, for example, you want to get a video around the water tower. What I do is a spiral orbit, to where when you're in front and you got the drone in between you and the water tower, what I do is I start from there at a low altitude, and once I'm going around the side, you're going up in altitude, and then you come back around and spiral up, and then if you want to, get the top of the water tower or your subject in the center and just do a real tight circle, and that's kind of cool too. So just a little bit of drone techniques that I learned along the way. I like to think I'm getting better as I go along. Now with the Mavic Air 2, that drone has a really stable communication between the controller and the drone, to where it makes you more confident in flying. With the Mavic Air, I kept getting interference, and so that kind of made me kind of hesitant to fly, because you get out to a certain distance and all of a sudden you're getting a signal loss alarm on your controller. Never had that with the Mavic Air 2. I mean, I flew it out there, but I haven't been like flying way the heck out there, like a mile away. That's not the kind of flying I do, especially in the city. Now, if I'm out at my friend's ranch down in southeast Colorado, I could fly that forever and still get a strong signal. And that's what I did with the Phantom 3 Standard. I mean, I had that out like over 3,500 feet away from me. So that was cool. Nathaniel Lee and Tim, the Four-Eyed Canine, welcome to the show, to my stream. So that's just some of the things I did. So I'm hopefully get some people that want to jump in on the panel and be part of this discussion. Earlier today, I posted some photos on my Facebook of a car show that I went to a few years ago. Some friends of mine, their band played at this club that just happened to have a car show going on. So I went out there, had my cell phone with me, and took a bunch of photos. And oh God, there were some really beautiful hot rods out there. And that's something that I always wanted to do someday. Uh, when my brother-in-law was still with us, we always talked about doing something like that. He had a friend that had like a not a salvage yard, but he had a yard that had a whole bunch of classic cars, mostly muscle cars from the 60s and 70s. And I would talk to my brother-in-law, Steve. I said, hey, Steve, what about this car? What about that car? And in this yard, this guy had, I think it was a mid to late 60s Barracuda with that great big uh, rear window. And it was a bubble window. Oh, man. That thing would be expensive to replace that if that wasn't there. But oh, you're welcome, Ray. Yeah, helix and circle. Yeah, cool, cool. Hey, Tom, Ten Tones, welcome to the show. Uh, yeah, skip the nap and have some fun with. I already had my nap earlier today. Did a little bit of shopping, grocery shopping with my sister this morning. I was out of a few things, and coffee was on that list. So got some coffee and ready to go. So got that taken care of before it got really busy. So yeah, my sister's been a lot of help this past month, driving me to and from work, um, and to the grocery stores. So that was very helpful. Now with car shopping, I used the Uber, so got to try that out for the first time this weekend. So uh, not a bad little uh, taxi service. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than a cab, but uh, I like it. And I've got an app on my phone. If I ever need to get, if I'm hungry for dinner, I could go order some food and they could get some. JDS Flying Canuck, welcome to the show. All right, we're holding steady at 15, so hopefully a few more people jump in. So, don't forget later tonight, we got Sean Oz and Kelly Shores talking about Spin Up this coming Saturday. That's going to be a very good show. Uh, Sean from Geetsvana is going to do like a pre-show, and so that's going to be cool. So, and that's going to be a long marathon live stream. And I got my ticket for that. So hopefully I will be able to win something cool. Last year, for those of you who don't know, I won the DJI RoboMaster S1. And that is a cool little, uh, you know, terrestrial drone, you might say. I might take it out when winter comes around and do some more stuff with it. Akira Show, welcome to the show. Oh, good. Well, I mean, yeah, sisters are pretty good. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt, but most of the time, if you're in a jam, they'll help you out. Cool, cool. JDS has designs for uh, design your own mask. Oh, cool, cool, cool. So I'm doing pretty good today. It is another hazy, smoky day here in Colorado. We got this fire going on up near Fort Collins, Colorado, and that's blowing a lot of smoke down here in Denver. It's the skies are hazy, and yesterday, boy, you could really smell the smoke. Not too bad this morning, but when I got home from grocery shopping, I could start smelling some of the smoke. So, uh, yeah, so there's going to be a little bit of ash on the ground around here. So, I'm excited to take possession of my new car tomorrow. Get that. Well, yeah. Uh, Yeah, Four-Eyed Canine. He's up there by is it Longmont or Dacono? I think he's from Dacono. And yeah, I'm not that close to the fire. I'm about probably 45 minutes away. But Tom, I got a 96 Toyota Camry, four-door with a V6 engine, and it has 210,000 miles. Oh, Longmont. Okay, cool. New car replacement. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I got a Toyota Camry. The interior is in nice condition, no tears in it. It's got a little bit of wear, but it's not trash. The body, it's an old car. It's got paint's faded and it's got a little bit of rust on the driver's side on the left rear fender panel there. Yeah, a little bit of rust there. So, I mean, as long as it gets me to and from work. Uh, yep, that's correct, Tom. Yep, change that oil every 5,000 miles. Yep, and Toyotas will run forever. Yes, Tim, I'm going to need a ride to spin down. Uh, that email you sent me, that will work. I was thinking about going up there with you on Friday. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and get a room up there, and then we'll come back. Saturday night, and that'll work out great for me because I get altitude sickness, and as I'm getting older, I don't trust my driving up in the mountains because it'll ruin your day if you go into a blackout while you're driving on the interstate. Now, that's never happened to me. It's one time I was in Vail for to watch the finals of the comedy competition. I was in the I was in this competition, but I didn't make the finals. But I wanted to see who the winner was. So I went up with another comedian friend of mine, and we were having dinner before the show, and all of a sudden I hear this buzzing sound, and everything is starting to turn gray, and it looked like I was looking down a tunnel. And I said, Charlie, I'm going to take a short little nap here. And I passed out for, he said I was out for about a minute. So, oh, okay, Tom. Oh, you'll have fun, but if you try and make your way up there in the morning, because if you're driving that stretch in the afternoon, it's going to be like a parking lot. It is getting busy up there. And the leaves will start to change. So it's going to be beautiful up there. Bring a jacket because it'll be cool in the morning, but depending on what the weather is, if it's sunny out there, we'll probably be in the 70s during the day up there. So, and we'll be out there by Lake Dillon. Uh, it'll be fun to fly our drones out there, but stay away from Sean. Don't let him fly your drone. But yeah, he just posted a video today where he had his Mavic Air 2 flying around Lake Dillon, and it was a beautiful video, and the music that he put to it was outstanding. Oh yeah, you're leaving Thursday morning. Yep. Let's see, you're in Bartlesville. Yeah, it'll take you a good day and a half to get out here. Yeah, depending on how much driving you want to do. Uh, when I first started doing road trips back east during my comedy days, uh, that first year I would drive from Denver to Kansas City. I would make that drive, and after 2 or 3 years, I would just say, you know what? I'm just gonna, break it up because that just got to be too much. Yeah, it's gonna be in the 92 today and snow tomorrow morning. Yeah, and my sister's got to pick me up at 5:20 in the morning to take me to work. But I get off work at 2:30, and hopefully the guy, he said he'll be home in the late afternoon tomorrow, so it might be great timing. All I have to do is have my sister drive me to the bank, which is right on the way to where I need to go. So get the money, drive over there. She could drop me off with all my driving equipment, and pay the guy the car, and then just drive home, and I'll be a happy camper. The only thing that it needs to have emissions done. I think that's not going to be too much of a problem, but it does need a new windshield. It's got a crack across it, and you know that shouldn't be too much of a problem to replace that. Probably what I'll do is I'll have Safelite come out while I'm at work and replace that windshield. Yes, that snow should really help out with the fires. I don't know about the high of 32. It might be 32. I'm guessing it'll probably be 35 to 37 will be the high, and then it's just going to go down from there, and it'll be in the 20s overnight. Yes, a 57-degree drop in 12 hours. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially that big fire over in what is it? The Pine Gulch fire. That's over there just north of Grand Junction. And that's where that really big fire is, which is now the largest fire in state history. And then you have the Grizzly Creek fire, which is near Glenwood Springs, which is in Glenwood Canyon there. Uh, that should really help out there. The problem with that fire is in really mountainous terrain there, so that they're having a heck of a time uh, getting that fire out. And also, the other problem is when they spray water on that loosens up those boulders, and some of those boulders are getting out on the highway. So the other fires, like the ones near you, Tim, that should really help out those fires, which is really, really good. So, huh. Uh, Sean says, yep, he's talking about the, yeah, in that video that Sean just posted, the skies looked a little hazy there, but so hopefully Sean could jump in here. He's probably busy. No, he's probably not working today. Oh, excuse me. So it should be a fun show tonight with Sean and Kelly Shore. So I'll be checking that out. So what's everybody doing today? Are we doing barbecue? Are we doing some flying today? I'm just staying inside because it's so smoky out there, and Sean is busy make a drone a submarine. That's funny. It's raining like mad in Ohio. Oh boy. What part of Ohio are you in, Mothman? 46. Back in my comedy days, I was all over that state. Let's see, I did shows in Toledo, Cleveland, uh, Akron, Youngstown, Ohio, uh, Portsmouth, Ohio, near Pittsburgh. Okay, yeah, I was in Youngstown. I've been to Dayton a couple times. Dayton's a cool town. Portsmouth was Interesting town. Oh, just south of Youngstown. Oh, cool. Cool. Uh, the only show I did in Pennsylvania was in Du Bois, which is just east of Youngstown. Dayton, yep. I worked at both clubs there. Wiley's, that was my favorite club. And then Joker's, I did that club and I didn't care for it too much. Uh, but I did get to work with Cedric the Entertainer before it got big. And he was the feature act. Funny as heck. He was killing the headliner. The headliner was just god awful. This guy, don't get me started on that. Uh, but I had a great time over at the Air Force Museum over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. That was cool. I'm an airplane buff, and I just love that place. So if I'm ever back there, I want to check that out. I think that's where the Valkyrie bomber is. That's a cool plane. They got the Valkyrie and B-36. That's a huge plane. B-52, 47. I mean, they have all the different bombers going back to World War II. Ralphie May. Yeah, that I never had the pleasure of meeting that guy, but that's so sad that he passed away so soon. I mean, he went from 500 pounds down to what, 245, but from what I understood, he gained a lot of that weight back, and he uh, just didn't keep up with the healthy lifestyle and had a heart attack. Oh, your company made the SR-71. Oh, so you work for Lockheed? Wow. I also went to the Air Museum at Offutt Air Force Base in Bellevue, Nebraska. That was cool. And they had a British Vulcan bomber. Yeah, Vulcan A. That was cool to see all that. My dad worked for Boeing for about 8 years back in the 50s. And when he started working there, they were just finishing the B-50s, the B-47s, and they were rolling out the first B-52s and the 707. No, I never got a chance to go on the USS Intrepid. The last time I was in New York City was 1970. Yeah, I never got a chance to do any comedy in New York. Would have loved to do shows in Rochester, Buffalo, and Syracuse. Those would be. Yeah, Steve, here's my email. If you want to send me an email, uh, there's my email. Also, I have some merch. So I have a Teespring account. So I've got shirts and mugs and all kinds of neat stuff there. Yeah, and I never got a chance to. Oh, you were at Niagara Falls Friday. Cool, cool. I think the last time I was at Niagara Falls was 1970. I was only 10 years old then. Yes, the falls are a no-fly zone. And here is my Teespring store. You want to go check that out? So I did an audition in Washington D.C. once, but the pay was like really crappy, and I'm like, I'm not going to drive way the hell over there just to get $50. Nah. So I passed on that. Done a lot of shows in the Southeast, like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. Those are great places for comedy. I worked all over Florida. I worked okay. Yeah, if you want to help me out, get me some gas for my new car. Here's my PayPal account. If you want to, if you like this show, you can throw me a few bucks, and that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see, I've been to Orlando, I've been to Tallahassee, and what's the other place? Oh, Panama City. Did Panama City, yep. Blind Neil, you're a bit old. Well, I work on my youthful looks. This takes a lot of work to get this. But yeah, let's see. Indiana, the only show I did there was in Indianapolis. Did an audition there that led nowhere, sadly. There's some. I did work in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a couple times, and that's where I got my my super chat. Well, right now I'm at 3.6K on my watch hours, so I'm coming close to the 4K. Once I hit that, then I will be monetized, and then I could do super chats and super stickers. Here we go. Stickers. I like stickers. Yes, I do. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have that. Hold on.
Stickers. I like stickers. Yes, I do. Stickers. Stickers. I like you.
There we go. That's more like, I don't know why there's a delay on that. Okay. I woke up your dog. Siri, tell me a joke. Alexa, tell me a joke. I don't have an Alexa, but I just like saying that so I can screw up everybody else's. Hey, what the hell is going on? Michigan, I worked all over Michigan. I worked Detroit, Holly, Michigan, Grand Blanc, Saginaw, Alpena, Lansing, St. Ignace. If you don't know where that is, that's on the other side, up in the Upper Peninsula, just across the bridge. Did a show there, and then I was at Sault Ste. Marie, Manistee, yeah. No, Marquette and Negaunee. Yep. And those are kind of in the north central part of the Upper Peninsula on Lake Superior. Don't forget Hi Bixby and Hey Google. Alaska never had a. Oh God, I would love to work in Alaska. Yeah, there was a guy that booked shows. I think he had shows. I think Juneau, Anchorage, and Fairbanks had comedy clubs there, but never. I mean, I would. Here's how you break into comedy clubs: is you have an audition tape with all your promo stuff that has like a resume of all the clubs you worked at, big name comics you worked with, and contests that you either won or placed in the top three, and yeah, and all the articles that have been written about you in different newspapers. You get copies of those, send them off with your audition tape, and that was back in the day where you had VHS. So I'm sending out VHS tapes to clubs all over the place. And then you'd have to call these clubs and say, hey, did you get my tape? What did you think? And oh no, I didn't get a chance to look at it. So call me back in 3 weeks. The Twin Saults, yep, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and Ontario. With the big hammer. Okay. I've done shows in Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. Oh, did I do South Dakota? I don't think I did South Dakota. Not Minnesota. Wisconsin, did a bunch of shows around all over the state there. Illinois, mostly the northern half of Illinois, like Chicago, Lisle, Illinois, Aurora, Illinois. I did one show in Iowa. That was it. Never got to go back. Never did a show in Nebraska, though. Wyoming did a few shows around the Cheyenne area. Idaho, Washington. Oh, Arizona, California, New Mexico. I've done shows down in Albuquerque and Oklahoma, Texas, a bunch, Texas, Kansas, Missouri. Yep, I've been all over. All right, folks, it looks like we're dropping off here on the people coming in. So I want to thank you all for taking some time out of your Labor Day and coming to my live stream. Just wanted to do something a little different. So thank you, folks, for coming in. I'm going to start the timer, and we'll catch you. Ooh, Saturday. I don't even know if I'll be able to do Saturday, but I'll let you know Saturday. Saturday might be a day off. Oh, and yes, don't forget my tip jar. If you want to throw a few bucks in there, give me some gas money for spin down in a couple weeks. So everybody have a great day. Let's get that timer going. So take care, have a great day, eat a lot of hamburgers, hot dogs, or steak, whatever you guys are barbecuing. So have a great day and catch you next time.
Oh, great. I'm in the show at the very last minute. ArtCo in the show. So, if anyone's watching, this is what it looks like here at the spin down location. Seems like we just can't turn around. Anyway, look, you can see there's a fire somewhere. Can't see the mountains. I was coming to film a video. This is about it. Hope to see you guys on my show tonight with Kelly and Ready Petro. Thanks, guys. Later, Art.